Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home, and today's video we are going to discuss about the sexual reproduction. So students, let's start the class. Okay, so firstly let's study the definition. When two parents, that means opposite sex, participate in the process of reproduction with the involvement of fusion of male and female gamete is called sexual reproduction. Okay students, means a type of reproduction in which gametes are involved. Okay, zygote is formed. Okay, then only it is called sexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction is very long process, and slow process. Okay, and this is all about the sexual reproduction definition. And the first topic coming into the chapter, coming into the sexual reproduction, that is the phases of sexual reproduction. Students, I will teach you all three subtopics in that. Okay, first is the phases of sexual reproduction, then second is the flowering, and third is the types of breeders. Students, if you give your valuable time for this video, then there would be no doubt after watching this video. Okay, I am 100% sure there would be no doubt left in your mind regarding your chapter first. Okay, especially of this topic. So phases of sexual reproduction: first is the juvenile phase, second is the reproductive phase, second is the senescent. Okay, and juvenile phase is also called vegetative phase. And students, one more thing, this juvenile phase is also especially for the animals, and for the plants there is a different term, that is vegetative phase. Next is the reproductive phase, means a phase of the life when there is there are gametes formed. Okay, that is called reproductive phase. And last would be the senescent phase, means this is the old age phase, when most of the organisms are not producing the gametes. Okay, so students, there is one more thing given in your class 12th book, that is the very important juvenile phase, reproductive phase, and senescence phase, or we can say senescent phase. Okay, these all together, okay, distinct in annual plus biennial plants. Annual means the plant which completes its life in one season or in 1 year. Don't get confused with annual. It doesn't mean 12 months, one season. Okay, you can I can give you example of the wheat. Is annual plants. It doesn't mean that you sow the wheat in the month of December, and up to December this is going to be harvested by the next December. Okay, it is harvested within 3 or 4 months only. Okay, in the same season, or up to the next season only, just near coming after the sowing season of the wheat. Okay, so distinct in annual plus biennial plants, means completes in 2 season or 2 year. Okay, but not clear in perennial, means more than 2 years. The plants which survive for more than 2 years, they are known as perennial plants. So these all phases are clearly observed into the annual and biennial, not into perennial plants. Okay students, and one more thing, there is a very important topic based on the vegetative phase of the plants. Okay, so we will discuss this important point into the flowering. So flowering is a kind of phase when gametes, we can say in plants, pollen grains and egg cells are formed. pollen grain and egg cells are formed. So flowering is very important phase. Okay, so in this world, flowering is of two types. First is the unusual flowering, second is the usual flowering. First is the unusual flowering, students, and second is the usual flowering. So unusual flowering means flowering is very unique. But in usual flowering is not a very unique phenomena. Okay, it's kind of a simple way to flower, and then after some time again they flower. But in the case of unusual flowering, they flowers once in their life. Unusual flowering means something is not simple. Okay, means unusual means not ordinary flowering, means they flower once in a life. Okay, and after the flowering, that same plant is going to die. Okay, so if a plant demonstrating this unusual flowering, and such plants are known as monocarpic plants. It is very confusing. Once again I am repeating, a plant which exhibits unusual flowering. Okay, and such plants are categorized into monocarpic plants. Okay, means they flower and then after they produce the fruit and seed and all this, and they die after that. But in the case of usual flowering, they flower, they produce fruits, and fruits contain the seed, and they are not going to die. After some times they again flower, then fruit formation again takes place, the seed also in that, and this repeated process keeps continuing for many years. For example, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. Okay, but in this case unusual flowering takes place, and after that plants is going to die. Okay, such plants group are known as monocarpic plants. So their definition also I have written, students. A group of plants which flower only once in their entire life. After the flowering they produce fruit and die. A group of plants which flower many times in their entire life, produce fruit and die. Okay, and the examples of the monocarpic plant, monocarpic plants. First is the bamboo. First is the bamboo, means Bambusa vulgaris. Bamboo means Bambusa vulgaris, and this is an example of monocarpic plant, and it flowering takes place in this plant after 50 to 100 years. 50 to 100 years. This is the data given in your book, NCERT book. And next is the Nilakurenji, and the scientific name of Nilakurenji is Strobilanthes kunthiana. Okay, Strobilanthes kunthiana. And what is the important thing in that? Flowers after 12 years. In September, and the last flowering took place in these plants. I think that is in September, October, from September to October in 2006. Again, just past year, that was 2018, and the next flowering would take place in 2013, and the flowering period is from September to October. Okay, students, and the main place for flowering in your book, 3 places are there. Okay, 3 states are there, but the main flowering state is the Kerala. That is having a place Mannar. Okay, Mannar is the place in Kerala where flowering takes place. Okay, so just I want to know how many of you are planning to visit this place in 2030 after becoming a doctor. Promise yourself, yes, I will be a doctor, then I would be visiting this place in 2030, and I have also planned to visit the next flowering season of the Nila Kurenji. Okay students, please comment in the comment section. I want to know how much serious you all are. Okay, one more thing very important about the bamboo. Actually students, when flowering takes place in bamboo, so bamboo produces so many fruits, and especially into bamboo are there into the Mizoram. Okay, you can check also through the Google also. In Mizoram, when flowering takes place, then there are a huge number of the rat eats the bamboo fruits. Okay, and because of eating that, they show a high number of the reproduction of the rate, a high rate of the reproduction, and they produce a large number of the offsprings, and bamboo will be finished, and after some times their offsprings just started going to the homes and then finishing the wheat, rice and all the cereals. Okay, so it is considered as that when there is a flowering in bamboo, then there is a starvation. Starvation means akal, bhukmari. Okay, so it is unauspicious to see the flowering in a particular area. Okay, so Manipur government has planned to cut down the bamboo tree before their flowering period. Okay students, and for example of the polycarpic plants, mango, papaya, neem, maduka indica means mahua. Okay, and guava. Okay, you can also add many plants. Okay students, next is the type of breeders. So breeders are of two types. First is the seasonal, next is the non-seasonal. Means the breeders, the animals which breed especially in a different in a specific season. Means they wait for a season. Okay, reproduce in particular season. Okay, non-seasonal reproduce in all seasons. Students, they can reproduce in any seasons. Okay students, and non-seasonal are also known as continuous breeders. Means they can breed continuously in any month, in any season, whether rainy season, spring season, autumn season. Okay students, and these breeders wait for a particular season, so they are called discontinuous breeders. Next is ovum released by spontaneous process. Means ovum are released by spontaneous process, means though no extra effort is required to discharge the ovum, but here there is an extra effort, okay, required to release the ovum, especially in the case of dog, cow, sheep. Okay, they actually, when they are having this this phase, they start shouting. Okay, because they urge for intercourse, that is a kind of invitation to the male animal of the species, of their own species. Okay, and next is the menstrual cycle occurs. Means breeding phase occurs. In this non-seasonal, breeding phase occurs, means breeding takes place, but in this estrous cycle takes place, occurs, means heating phase takes place, means there is no breeding, only heating phase, heating period is witnessed by the animals. Next is the takes place in primates only. Actually, mammals are divided in many classes, many some classes. Okay, so in many classes, and primate is one of the class in which we belong to. to which we belong to. Okay, and see, three examples of this primate class. HAM means hum, human, ape, monkey. Human, ape, monkey means H for human. In human female, bleeding takes place. And next is the HA for ape, chimpanzee, gibbon and orangutan. So in chimpanzee and gibbon, bleeding phase is seen very clearly. Okay, but in case of monkey, it is monkey and orangutan. Okay, it is bleeding phase is for very less time, very less time. Okay, but in the case of on other hand, we can see place takes place in non-primates, means other than these animals, other than these mammals. These are also mammals, but these all belong to the class subclass primate. Okay, except class subclass primate, these are called non-primates. For example, cow, lion, and then goat, then rat, tiger, pig, sheep and dog. Okay, so students, you have seen the in rainy season many dogs are having their physical relation. That is their season for breeding, so they are called seasonal breeding. I hope students you all have got all the points, and thanks for watching. We will now meet in the next video. Thanks, take care, bye bye.